Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Wind Down Wednesday with your girl, SoulzJourney. I am sitting here with NelQuan, Rashad. Hey, baby, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good. It's good to see you. What's
Good
going
to see you
on?
as well. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming on here to talk to me with this on the porch conversation. We're just going to dive a little bit into your life and get in your business just a little bit. So tell the people who you are.
Well, thank you. Hello, Wind Down Wednesday.
Hey.
I'm NelQuan Rashad. I'm from Buffalo, New York. I'm a music artist.
Yes.
My styles include Afro-futuristic soul. It's a fusion of a lot of different sounds.
Yes.
And I thank y'all for having me. Singer-songwriter. Check out the music, NelQuan Rashad.
Yes. And he is very handsome, guys. Wish you could see him. Actually, I'm going to plaster you all over my Facebook page. So just so the folks would know who they're listening to. So listen, I've been knowing you for a very long time, and I am super impressed with your work. I'm very impressed with your work. And I'm grateful to have you here. So tell us how you got started.
Well, with music, I've been singing since I was 3.
Wow.
My family talks about, I used to sing at the prison. We used to go visit my uncle. So
Wow.
I've been singing since I was 3. I've always been singing in school, and I went to college for music business. I started taking being an artist professionally around college. I originally wanted to be a lawyer or advertising executive, but something about music just it was something that was beyond finance, beyond logic and reason. It was just like, I got to do music. So I feel like it feeds my soul, and I feel like your audience definitely would understand stuff that just feeds your soul beyond words, and it's just bliss. So I focused on, studying the music business and seeing how I could apply it to my own career. And I've been doing music. I've been recording music seriously for about 8 to 10 years. I started first recording in college, and then I got real serious about it after I graduated as far as the recording aspect. But I've always written music. I started writing music when I was in the 5th grade.
Wow.
So just love making music and creating art.
Wow, that's dope. So do you remember your first song that you wrote in 5th grade?
Okay, so 5th grade was when I started writing my own music.
Okay.
Prior to that, I was just, like, if I was on punishment as a kid, I would take popular songs and I would just change the words around. Before I had, as a kid, I didn't know that, you shouldn't do that. But, so the first song, wasn't the 5th grade. That was when I was about 6 or 7. I was on punishment. It was Faith Evans, dun 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 dun. I don't know. The name of the actual song escapes me, but I remember being a kid and I really liked that melody, and I would just change the words around for whatever a 6 or 7-year-old is going through under punishment.
Right. Exactly.
In 5th grade, that's when I started writing my own music and not steal other people's music.
Wow. That's crazy. So you're in your room on punishment, just feet in the air, just
I got to keep my
writing those.
I couldn't watch TV, so I was like,
Yeah. That is extremely creative, though. Like that's amazing. You know, regular people don't have that, right? You know. That means you're extraordinary, okay?
Oh, well, I'm humbled. But I've always loved music, and it took me. I was like, I gotta do music. I can go to college. My mom said you got to get a degree, so that's what I went and did. But I was like, I still got to do music. So
Yeah, and we're so glad that you did. So, wow. And what school did you go to that actually nurtured that part of you, that creative part of you?
Well, I feel like a little piece of every school I went to. So I'm from Buffalo, New York. So the first time I remember singing in a school environment was PS82. So that was like a great public school like initiative where as like in kindergarten I had like a lead role in like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Okay.
Donald Lawrence's Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
What?
So that was like, I was like, oh, as a kindergartner, that was like, oh, that was, I thought I had made it. And
Yeah.
saying, we are the world. And I was like, oh, wow. So going from singing prisons as a 3-year-old and then starting school and having that experience, I felt like that helped to nurture, just me. Oh, I can do music. So PS82, shout out to PS82.
Hey.
Shout out to Stepping Stone Academy. They're not around anymore, but I still remember my music teacher from there, Mr. Clements. That was a charter school, but I appreciate that initiative because we had instrumentation, we had the funding, so I appreciate that charter school experience. And then I went to Kip Sankofa, which was a different charter school, but it was located right in the middle of Central Park.
Absolutely.
So that was, that was a charter school too. So each educational thing I grasped on to something artistic, either the theater or the music that was available in that environment.
Right, because you are you a triple threat? Can you dance too?
I ain't a threat. I'm friendly. I can fight, but I'm friendly. I wouldn't call myself a dancer, not per se. I mean, I like if I'm having a good time, but not. I sing all right, and I occasionally act.
Yes. So tell me about the acting part of you, because that's a part that I did not know of. I had no idea that you were an actor. So tell us about that.
I'm no thespian, but I have dabbled in acting. My first role was in high school. I went to the Park School, so I got to play an officer in a Russian play called The Good Doctor, and then I played in there was like a short play called Indian Blood, because I got some Shinnecock in me, but it was called Indian Blood, and I played the lead. It was like not the lead, but it was. I played the father of a family. And then I was cast in Shakespeare's Midsummer's Night's Dream, and I played Oberon and Titanus. So I had that some acting on stage experience, and currently, I'm just trying to get my foot in with the local theater. So just because I also take acting classes at the Improv. It's called Comedy Sports. So I used to take comedy sports classes before COVID, and then I auditioned for them recently, and I joined their improv collective. So on Fridays, if I'm on schedule, come out. If anyone's in Buffalo, New York, Comedy Sports, we have improv shows, and sometimes I'm in a part of those shows. But the reason I continue with acting is because I feel like it helps me with the music aspect. Keeps me, especially improv, it keeps me on my toes artistically. It helps me to work out that spontaneity button that I think all like art needs. It's just that present where you're in the moment, present, available, where you're trained in a craft, but you know how to just be free. That's what I think art is about, just being free in the moment. So that's why I continue with acting, because I like that aspect.
Yeah. Oh, that's amazing. And so where is the comedy spot that you were talking about? What is it?
So Comedy Sports is on Harlem Road.
Okay.
We currently have shows at that's like the local, what is the name of that theater?
Yeah, I didn't know about a comedy sport. Wow. That's amazing.
So Comedy Sports is it's a national kind of program. It's like each major city, they have like their own lineup. It's kind of like Saturday Night Live without costumes and without the because Saturday Night Live is a lot of it is scripted. With Comedy Sports, it's more like a competition with improv.
Gotcha. Oh, that's dope. And can we find that online as well?
Yes.
Okay.
You can look up Comedy Sports Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
There's a Facebook page.
Okay.
I'm just looking up the name of this theater. My bad.
Okay, perfect.
Let's definitely come out, everyone.
Yeah. For people that are definitely in the area, I would say please go out and support your local folks. And then for folks
or even hey, don't you gotta support me if you in your local area, wherever y'all at.
Yeah.
You know, Wind Down Wednesday people, so wherever y'all at, you know, support your local art. That's how, especially after COVID and all this stuff, that's how, keep art alive.
Absolutely.
Support your local theater, support your local church theater,
Yes, please and thank you. Please and thank you. So we're going to dive in a little bit about your background. Tell us a little bit about your background. Did you grow up in church? And I know that you said you went and you sang in the prison system. So how did that shape your life in some way? How would you say?
Singing was a part of that, but I think seeing my uncle spend so much time in jail or prison, I knew that I didn't want that for my life. So I feel like it taught me just to be able to look and observe and make choices for the life I wanted to live. Not saying that with judgment. It's just
absolutely.
Use it for a benefit. Turn a negative into a positive.
Absolutely.
I did used to sing in church, so I would definitely give a lot of credit to the church for teaching me how to sing, to help me develop my voice. And so my first church solo when I started singing in church was in the second grade. I think it was Father Abraham has many sons, and many sons have Father Abraham. They used to make the kids, we would have to do this little march of Father Abraham. But yes, I that's one, as a kid, I would fall asleep during the sermons, but I always stayed up for the music. So the music.
I think that's everybody. Depending on what church you go to.
That is, I would definitely give the church a lot of credit for helping me to hone my craft as far as the music.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
and just the feeling, even now, just the feeling of gospel music inspires me as an artist, because it's like the source that people are singing from. No matter what you call your concept of divinity, it's that source, that vibration of where people are singing from. That's like, I don't care that you feel it.
Yes.
And that's something that art, especially music, to me, that's what it's supposed to feel like.
So, in saying that, how do you incorporate that feeling, that vibration, that frequency into your music? Are you doing it consciously, with certain rhythms and with certain vibrations and with certain frequencies?
I'll give you. I feel two ways about it, or there's a nuance to how I feel about it. I feel with songwriting, you have to be meticulous with the words, all that good stuff. But I try to keep it. Some people say keep it simple, stupid. I like to say keep it simple, smarty, because I don't want to overthink, overanalyze, especially something that's supposed to be free, supposed to be art. But at the same time, if on me as a person, I'm naturally conscious, I'm naturally aware of what I'm singing, what type of energy that my music can have. Yes. So I believe that art should be free, it should be responsible, but I feel like as an artist, if I can't feel it, I won't sing it. So, and as well, I also know that music can be a powerful tool.
Mm-hmm.
And it can be powerful in a positive way or positive in a negative. And just even if I wasn't to overthink it and put my ego and my rational masculine brain on the table,
mm-hmm.
there's certain music that you can observe that causes people to either feel bad,
mm-hmm.
start a fight, start shooting up something.
Okay.
There's no color, there's no genre, there's no specific, because all instrumentation can be used to lift up something
mm-hmm.
or to make it. There's a variety of emotions.
Absolutely.
To cause you to want to fight, and sometimes you need to fight.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes you just want to feel love. Sometimes you
mm-hmm.
just want to feel good. You don't want to, so
mm-hmm.
that's my perspective of music.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I love all different genres.
Mm-hmm.
But I know that no matter what I'm singing the song's not singing me.
Absolutely.
So if I'm thinking about the blues, I don't got to live the blues.
Mm-hmm.
But if it helps somebody else help with their blues, then it's like we breathe in
mm-hmm.
oxygen and we let out carbon dioxide.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna breathe in carbon dioxide, but it's a part of the natural thing. So
mm-hmm.
if I'm singing something that makes you sad or something that makes you cry,
mm-hmm.
maybe I don't have to live that, but
right.
it's something in me that needs to contribute to the collective. So
mm-hmm.
but I'm not going to say no shoot up or that's
mm-hmm.
just me personally. But,
Yeah. Wow. I love that.
I apologize for that diatribe. It's just,
no.
And I want to create a nuanced conversation because
mm-hmm.
there's a lot of music that on the surface, it
mm-hmm. may
be quote unquote clean,
mm-hmm.
but it can make your spirit just feel like,
mm-hmm.
listen to the song. I can't get I can't fall in love, but every day I'm listening to a song about I ain't gonna find no love. So
exactly. Mm-hmm. yeah, it's definitely a conscious thing when it comes to music and vibration and the rhythm, and it, just like you said, how it makes you feel. You can be up, you can be down. It just mm-hmm. depends. And wow, that was good answer. As far as you being conscious of your community and what's going on in your community, because one of the songs that you shared with me is Black Future, mm-hmm. and that was so powerful. It made me emotional. It made me extremely emotional, and it made me want to do my part in talking about senseless killings and senseless deaths in our community. And so that's what I'm going to talk about inside of this episode. And so I thank you for that. I thank you for contributing to that emotion, for one, and also adding to the conversation, And so yes, absolutely. What would you say, what sparked that song?
What sparked that song was during that year of 2019, that everyone was stuck in the house. I was working from home. Mm-hmm. It was a matter of feeling both trapped, mm-hmm. yet wanting to do something. Mm-hmm. Because not only was just disease and death, fear-mongering, protest, mm-hmm. it was, mm-hmm. The Black Lives, it was a lot of just heightened emotion, mm-hmm. like a lot of heightened energy in the air. And I just felt like I could either just explode or I can just let out what I'm here to do, mm-hmm. which is music. So I was at my desk at work, hating my job, mm-hmm. and I heard this instrumental. And some of my music, I've written the words, but I haven't found the right music to go to, or haven't. But something about this instrumental, it was like, oh wow, I wanted to say something where it's like, oh, I see you in the future. Mm-hmm. I see us all in the future. Mm-hmm. And I wanted to kind of take, a lot of people, we use the word I find that it's kind of contradictory. If you're going to call yourself black, use that terminology, then you have to redefine it, because as people who call themselves black, speaking the English language, on an inherent level, that's just, it's defined as something negative, something evil, something primitive, etc. I wanted to take something and flip. I wanted to be the alchemist and take something and flip it and say, okay, if we're going to call ourselves black, if we're going to say Black Lives Matter, what does that mean? So certain parts of the song, when I'm saying black diamonds, Black Lives Matter is a crystallized black matter. The Christ. So I wanted to say something where it's like, if we take away everything out there, what am I doing to say that that we're gonna be here in the future? How am I sowing seeds for a better future? And just everything I was saying with the exploitation of kids, and with not only state-sponsored violence with police, but just internal violence within communities, and just, I had to do something with it. I had to do something in a positive way. So that was just my contribution of just looking at the world around me and holding up a mirror and contributing the positive that I think I could have contributed.
Absolutely.
But yeah, thank you. Thank you for asking me about that.
Yeah, and you did just that. I felt all of those emotions, and not even knowing, how the song came about and how you created it. That was just very powerful, extremely powerful. And now I understand why my emotions were the way they were. Yeah. So, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for your contribution and healing the nation, baby, and healing the nation. Okay.
I appreciate the kind words. But you're healing the nation with this. We're having conversations, and we're talking about something that's on a heightened level. That's being a positive to the collective. So I appreciate you for having me, and I appreciate you for this platform.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for that. So where's your next show? Where can the people find you?
Oh, yes, I have a show at Nietzsche's.
Okay.
It's in support of the 1,000 Mile Tour, but I have a show at Nietzsche's on June 1st. So if anyone in the Buffalo area, come out to Nietzsche's. It's downtown. Come out to Nietzsche's, and it's a full lineup, performing with a band. I may be at Juneteenth this year. Yes. Fingers crossed. Yes. And then I have a few shows lined up. I'll be at Porch Fest as well. Nice. Okay, so wait, what is Porch Fest? Porch Fest is like a network of people in the Buffalo area, and a network of people who sign up for local musicians to perform on their porch. What? So it's something that's interactive with the community. Yes. And it's a way of Buffalo supporting local Buffalo artists. So it's a really incredible network. Yes, I love that. I feel like I've heard of that. Probably sometime last year, I want to say I did hear of that. Oh my gosh, so that is so dope. I'm so proud of you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so proud. Okay. So another question that I have for you is that what's your platform? Where are you? Where can people find you? What platforms? Oh, definitely. So it's NelQuan Rashad on YouTube. Please check out I have 4 music videos on streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon. It's under NelQuan Rashad. You can simply type in NelQuan Rashad. I'm the only one that pops up. Yes. On Instagram, it's NelQuan Music. So it's just simply NelQuan Music, and that's NelQuan. And I'm on TikTok too. But if you want to follow me on TikTok, look up NelQuan Rashad. But definitely, please, support the music. I would definitely appreciate that. Absolutely. If you could describe yourself
in one word.
Oh, man.
What would that one word be?
One word.
Mm-hmm.
That's a tough one.
Mm-hmm. It is.
That's a tough one. One word. Okay. Papa. Whatever that means. That's one word.
Papa.
Yep.
We'll go for that one.
I know. I couldn't find anything. If I'm being real, that's the one word that just.
Because I know you as Papa too, so that's why I'm literally laughing like, wait a minute.
Every word that I can think of that's incorporated in Papa.
Wow, that's deep. That's deep on so many levels, though. Like seriously, if you think about it. Oh my gosh. What would you like? What would you like your audience to know about you?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
What I like my audience to know? Well, I feel like the only thing or person you can truly know is yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if I would want my audience to do anything,
Mm-hmm.
it would just be to the passion that's inside that I'm sharing. I would just hope that it's received in the most authentic way. As much as because it's going to be unique to each person.
Mm-hmm.
But I would just hope at intrinsic level of the passion and that I put into my music that's inside of me connects in the most authentic way.
Yeah.
That humans can connect to each other on that community kind of level.
Yes, I love that. Do you want to give anybody a shout out?
Yeah, shout out to my mama for birthing me. Happy Mother's Day. Julia. She's original gangster. Shout out to my aunts, Auntie Cheryl, Auntie Ronnie, Auntie Evie, the greatest mothers. Shout out to Bertia for raising my cousin. She's a dope mother. Shout out to the mothers of the world. Shout out to Black women. Shout out to all women. Shout out to the world. Shout out to One Love. One love.
I love that. Thank you, Papa.
I appreciate this conversation. This was beautiful.
Yes. NelQuan Rashad, please be so kind as to go and support his music. He's an amazing artist. I just want to thank you so much for gracing us with your presence. I would like to have you back. Would you come back and talk to me again?
Definitely. This was a beautiful conversation. I appreciate it. My nerves is down. I'm good.
I appreciate you, baby. I love you much.
Thank you. Love you as well.
And keep doing what you're doing, okay?
I appreciate you as well.
Thank you.
You know, that second book about to come out was going to be #1 New York Times bestseller.
You better speak it. Speak it, yes. Listen, you have been listening to Wind Down Wednesday with your girl SoulzJourney and NelQuan Rashad here on K87 The Nation, baby. Tap in.